Well, as you log into Infinity Nikki, just start picking up everything that's close by, because the daily will most likely be about collecting insects, collecting plants, purifying Esselings. You can start with Mirror Journey, but that's like before you spend the energy, right? You can delay it to later, but yeah, start with dig Pier Pal, right? Refresh your thing. And I dig for these two and then just whatever, because fishing is, well, it doesn't matter, the two remaining slots. Yeah, just check for any, anything you can claim, any events, anything in the mailbox, the free stuff. And then, like check your daily missions, so between Sea of Stars and the normal dailies. Yeah, so after a quick look, yeah, so see, without even opening it, I got and on the other account I got the plants and the Esselings, or rather the Realm of the Dark, right? So yeah, for me this time, just upgrade Eureka once, right? Nothing too well, how do you call it? Time investing. You'll get a lot of Eurekas from the mirror quests anyway, because it requires 8 times, to get the points. So that one was, wish claimed. And then I joined, to the cooperative, to the Sea of Stars. And first thing you would do is you call the stars, otherwise they don't appear in the world. There's three of the big ones to collect, and the small ones are like whatever. Don't even bother collecting all of them anymore. The big ones are for the Heart of Infinity. And see, I'm gonna go for the swing set because it's easy. Sometimes it's bubbles there. Yeah, so do them in whatever order. Like collect the shards. And here, this where you make the wish. Just add the gift or skip the gift. Add a photo or skip it. And just confirm. You can add your custom text, but and it also differs based on localization. But yeah, see, a lot of them. Yeah, this one is on the swing. Just literally just climb onto it and get off. Right? Kind of weird daily. Yeah, so see, there's take a picture of the lookbook or take a picture of the what's it called? Of the lighthouse, sometimes or whatever. Sometimes take a picture of these plants, but this time it's just light up these plants, so literally just run close by. And here I'm trying the whim cycle again, but it's at least you can get on from the first time, so maybe they fixed some of them, but look, ringing the bell no longer gets you off the bike. So when the prompt disappears eventually, it's still in the game. Once you see you can get off, but after a while, that get off disappears, and then you're stuck on the bike. Previously you could just ring the bell and get off, but now the other player either has to leave or you have to fast travel. But fast traveling to a teleport, even though you're traveling to Sea of Stars, it will put you into a different instance, so you have to rejoin together again. So it's still quite a pain. So I think if you while you're holding hands, you know, somebody selects to go somewhere, I think both players should just, you know, teleport to the sea. You need to re-summon the bike to get off. If you go to Breezy Meadows, if you have the mini game quest, so see that mini game is very close by and it's very short one. It can be done in 22 seconds or something. Yeah, here I'm done with the dailies, right? And now I'm trying to allocate the. See, I need for this outfit I need the hurl from the domain of the dark. Right, so just don't lose track, otherwise, you know, you can claim whatever, the event things, or just unlock that outfit if you complete those things. There's also the gifties. See, the gifties this time are very easy on the bridge, on the mansion, a little bit outside the town toward the abandoned district. See, next to the teleporter, almost on a cart, in this bar thingy where the greedy bag, and the last one is up here. You know, either use this or just use this footage to find it easier. Right, it's in the dye workshop area, so quite easy. And it's quite rewarding actually for very little work. And in the end it's 50 diamonds for all 5. Yeah, this lookbook fills up with the quests. So some quests are yet still to be released. Yeah, for this quest I needed 5 energy, resource, whatever it's called. Yeah, you can't, see, you have to leave co-op mode to do your realms in the warp spire or whatever it's called. So see, I got the quickly a 5 energy. Ball or resource, I can't remember the exact name of it. But yeah, I just use this menu to, you know, to jump to the crafting easier directly and get some progress toward the outfit items. So there's also this one, Starlit Pursuit. When I first tried it, I still had the Whim Cycle bug, but there are a lot of hotfixes coming out, so I couldn't show you off the bug. Yeah, so see here I'm claiming the Eureka's, and if you need more energy you can use the crystals, but I don't know. Yeah, so see, these 2 points are, while the event is live, they can be used as teleporters. Quite convenient. And it's quite an interesting looking area, right? But I suggest you use the guide from Trophy Tom, or what was the other guide, or you can do these in co-op. So, but when I last did it still had the, you know, I couldn't hold hands because the other player wouldn't. Well, you know, it would jerk around and wouldn't follow smoothly or how it's intended, right? But yeah, this level, you know, like a lot of verticality. See, there's a new mechanic when you go and the books appear as a staircase. But yeah, here I'm just trying the thing that didn't work for me last time, but now seems they got it fixed. So a lot of people seem to be reporting the bugs, and they seem to be squashing them out. But still, it's like, think about it, like, even at this stage, they're still, how do they, like, are they working with some kind of versions? Or, like, one dev team is, like, using an older, see, I've noticed an area underneath, but you can't just glide there easily. Just find the books that lead there. I'm trying the platformer stuff, but it's not. Infinity Nikki isn't too friendly. So without the gliding outfit, like the one where you sit on the pedal. Alright, so see, you need to find the book. But otherwise, like, look, it's a pretty looking level now. You can, both players need to be close by to the chest when it's open to count it. Otherwise, if you're too far, it will count only to the player, like, that's close by. So you can't do like any other things, like, the players can be on the other side of the map or something. And I still stand by my review, like, the game is quite beautiful and pleasant to play, right? See? Yeah, these lights can be turned on or off for navigation, right? This one is quite simple one, but the previous level, like, was quite amazing. The one where you, jump into the hole. Well, it's quite hard to keep track of where you've been or what's what. But this one is very, very good to navigate. And I thought, like, one player could just sit at the top of the level, and then, if you have two monitors or whatever, somebody shares their screen, you could just, or you can just watch the level from this view. Yeah, so see, this is a look from the top. I thought I would, but because both players need to be near the chest, so it didn't work out too well. And if you, and the missed chests can be just collected without completing the level, right? So just portal out, select the exit, and it will still register the missed chests. So there's no need to complete the level to the end every time, right? The progress is saved dynamically, so that's quite nice. So see, this is the jumping rabbit level. I missed one chest, so I'm going back there to grab it. And it was like hidden in this one nookie. Look. This is the Starlit Pursuit. The part where the game says to get on the bikes, the co-op bike doesn't work here. Like, the other player can't get on. See, there's no option to. So, the usual trick by driving forward or backward, and then doesn't work like that. So everybody has to drive their own whim cycle in this part. But yeah, spend your vital energy, right? And then gather whatever resources that is your active project, whether you're working on a craft. And here is like, I tested the flame cannon thoroughly and see how powerful it is. Like 5 minutes left on the clock, almost the end of the game. And here is like the iterations. I found that the hardest part is after the second boss. So surviving until level 20 when the evolution is unlocked. And there are some strong upgrades that help bridge this gap. So the multiple projectiles one is very powerful. Anything that boosts projectiles, or rather, it's very hard without the freezing tree. You see, in this configuration the mobs hang back easier. There's the fan fire helps, right, a little bit, and just generally the mobs can't get close. And there's also the summon size, right? That helps a little bit, but don't invest too much into the summon. Just it's also possible to use the health tree, and especially that part where losing health gives you fire rate, right? That really helps. And also, yeah, I should have picked regenerating health, but then again I don't have too many hearts here. So, and also like the flame cannon feels quite powerful, so I didn't feel the need. And yeah, so no problem in this setup. I didn't include any fails this time, but yeah, I have the splinter as well. See, it applies the. It has a chance to apply the vertical. Here's another at level 20. So see, the whole screen just melts with the meteor upgrade. And here's another up with spark. Like, yeah, I see. There's also the multiple projectiles here, and the spark is very good on regenerating ammo from lightning, right? And see, I rarely dip into low ammo. So see, if you look at the ammo count, and this is diamond gameplay. Did I cut the spark gameplay short? Or maybe because it wasn't not too much danger. But see here, the mobs swarm and the boss still wasn't. It was a late kill, right? And see, it's very hard to keep the mobs away. The firing in both directions upgrade helps a lot, right? But otherwise, I don't invest into reload speed. But yes, you see, diamond has a lot of HP, and the flame cannon, one of the upgrades. See, this is Shanna again. Quite kind of late-ish, but still on schedule, right? And I'm hoping to get the Tome of Power, but it reduces the fire rate, right? And the meteor reduces fire rate even more. So the health upgrade, that one that when you get hit, right, it increases the fire rate dramatically. That really helps. Yeah, and the flame, what do you call it? Tech tree has that thing, has that upgrade where setting anything on flames has a chance to heal. Right, that's powerful. But see, here on Shana I also use without the summon, I use the health buffer to last through. But here, see, on Raven I was, well, still experimenting. I'm on only 2 hearts, right? But touching the boss is instantly 2 hearts, so it's like, I think it would be 1 shot if I connected with the boss, but I'm not sure. I didn't test it out, but see, yeah, this one was dicey. See? the mobs get really close and the big guys, you know, explode in a quite a large radius, and without some kind of well, backup, right? Either from the flame cannon, but see, the frozen tree is the main thing that keeps the enemy at bay here, because I don't have a lot of damage or the fire rate or something like that, but see, I get the and I switched the runes into dodge tree, but you know, by default without investment, and all these beginning levels I rely on a lot of investment because it's darkness 15, right? It's better to invest into, and see, once you pick up the evolution, everything changes dramatically. You know, the fire cannon finally starts to shine. I mean, there are other configurations to run it from. Thanks for watching.